I want to be clear. I'm sorry to the men who came to MGTO after bad things happened in their lives to find friendship and help from other men. I still think there are better and more positive ways to live, but I understand that men sometimes need to feel like they have a brother. I know that place. We should all try to avoid wrongly equating one person with a dogma as a whole and putting people into narrow stereotypes, even if they don't treat us the same way. So, I'm sorry to all the reasonable MGTO people that I lumped them in with the MGTO trolls. I know there are men who don't want to be with women for a long time for good reasons. I have nothing against that way of thinking. People's bodies and societies have changed enough that people who don't want to get married or have kids can do so. And our society shouldn't make people feel wrong if they choose not to get married or have children. If you are a man who has learned that long-term relationships or marriage are not for you, and anything I've written has hurt you, I'm sorry. I've talked to some reasonable, polite, and likable men who have shown me that there isn't a horrible, one-track MGTO cult. There are subtleties in the philosophy, and there is real pain in the people around me. These are the men who worry me, and I want to talk to them. They are the men you see in the red pill. Several MGTOs told me to watch this documentary, and after I did, I had a lot more sympathy for people who might find comfort in the MGTO movement. Still, it worries me when I hear men say that love is just a chemical reaction, or, even worse, a lie that is used to trick men into falling in love. I tell these men that they should just live and let live. If that's what works for you, do it your own way. But when you try to spread the good word by trying to convince men to have a negative view of the world based on fake science and conspiracy theories against women, that's when red flags go up. Why can't it be enough to say you're not good at relationships? The mistaken idea that evil women are to blame for men's problems comes from bad life experiences and misogynistic truisms that, unfortunately, are still ingrained in the Western male mind. Most men have been told their whole lives that women are moody, nagging, or even crazy in macho ways. It's an unwritten rule of thumb that men repeat without thinking, from father to son to friend to friend. If you've had some bad things happen to you, don't make the mistake of thinking that those bad things are the whole truth. We all want to be important in some way. Everyone wants their lives to mean something. But don't try to find meaning by lumping together your bad experiences with women with those of every other man on the planet. Just because you've had problems with women doesn't mean that all women are bad. Who doesn't have to say sorry? The men who have gone all in on intolerance and sexism and are angry and shallow. The MGTO trolls have chosen the cowardly path of making someone else look bad and the paranoid path of a conspiracy theorist. They spread a twisted mythology and a gang mentality that is based on a negative view of other people. These men may have also ended up in MGTO because of bad things that happened to them. It's not that I don't care about what they are going through. I feel sorry for trolls. I feel sorry for them. I want to help them stop blaming others, but all I can do is lead them to the water of tolerance. They won't drink if I make them. People only change their minds when they feel like it. We can only show them a better example of a strong, confident, and tolerant man and see if they come out of their red pill rage, eventually. Until then, look no further than these stupid videos made to attack me if you want to see how toxic men act. Some macho tough guys sure have thin skins if they have to take time out of their lives to write such nonsense. But there's also an old saying that says if you're not annoying the trolls, you're doing something wrong. Here's what I want to say to the trolls: I hope you stop using hurt and angry men to get famous and make money off of their weakness one day. Like I said, I feel sorry for trolls, but that doesn't mean you can beat me up. Just because I can feel what you feel doesn't mean I have to take your abuse. The hate you spew won't stop me from trying to help men find a way to be strong that is positive and tolerant. I wish the best for people who are full of hate. I hope you can find your way back to a more open-minded and, in the end, human way of thinking. I'm sorry you felt like you had to turn into a monster because you were hurt so badly at some point. I hope that one day you will stop being so angry and blind that you attack people. If you ever get over your hatred and want to talk about how to be a better man, I'll be here. I don't even want you to say sorry. I'm showing you a lot more kindness and consideration than you've shown me. Part of being a real man, let alone a heroic man, is doing things like this. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.